Hey everyone, and welcome to This Explainer. Today, we are popping the hood and looking straight into the engine of modern digital business. We're going to treat building an e-commerce business exactly like constructing a really powerful, high-performance digital machine. If you've ever wondered how the absolute most successful online brands manage to turn simple screen tops into actual bank deposits, well, you're in the right place. Get ready because we are unpacking the ultimate e-commerce blueprint, from clicks to cash flow.
Okay, let's dive into this. Before we actually start building anything, we absolutely must understand the foundational blueprint. I want you to kind of shift your mindset for a second. It's not just a shop. An e-commerce store is a highly optimized online retail engine. The core mechanics, they're super simple. You source products at one price, and you sell them at a higher price. But instead of renting out, expensive brick-and-mortar real estate, you're using software to handle all the browsing, the checkout, and the payments. Your entire operation is designed to seamlessly process orders while vigorously protecting your profit margins.
So here is our literal blueprint for today. We're going to start with the e-commerce engine, move into building your digital storefront, fire up those traffic and conversion engines, establish the fulfillment flow, and finally, look at turning those clicks into actual cash flow. Let's get to it. Starting with Section 1, the e-commerce engine. Let's break down the core business model.
Now, what's really interesting here is that your operational destiny basically comes down to three paths when you're figuring out how to handle inventory. First, you've got the traditional inventory-based model. That's where you buy and store the stock yourself and handle all the shipping. It gives you maximum control for sure, but it also carries the highest upfront risk. Then we have dropshipping. Here, you list the products, but a supplier actually stores and ships them only when an order comes in. So lower risk, but you do lose some control over delivery times. And finally, there's print on demand. This is perfect for things like apparel, where the product is literally manufactured only after someone hits that buy button. Your choice right here completely dictates your risk profile, your delivery speeds, and ultimately, your profit potential. Right, so once you've chosen your model, we have to meticulously map out the flow of money. Every single physical transaction begins with calculating gross profit. This is just the selling price minus what the product actually costs you to get, plus whatever it costs to package it and ship it out. Look, if this number isn't healthy, your engine is stalling before it even leaves the garage. Let's move to the next step and see how this builds, because gross profit is really only step one. Net profit, that is your true bottom line. This is the money that's left over after all the engine's operational costs are paid. You take that gross profit and you subtract literally everything else. The Facebook ads, the software tools, your team's salaries, the hosting fees. What's left over right here, that is the actual lifeblood of your business. Moving on to Section 2, building your digital storefront. It's time to build out your tech. So here are the vital organs of your tech stack. And the good news? Most founders aren't coding this stuff from scratch anymore. They're using incredible platforms like Shopify, WooCommerce, or Wix to deploy this entire stack almost instantly. You've got your storefront, those beautiful product pages, and the shopping cart. But right beneath that, you have a really rigorous checkout system handling secure payments, Apple Pay, Google Wallet, and buy now, pay later options. You have a product database keeping track of your SKUs and live stock levels. And finally, integrations that connect your email marketing, your analytics, and your shipping tools. This whole stack exists for one simple reason: to let a customer's internet browser securely talk to your server and process orders seamlessly without you having to lift a finger.
Section 3, traffic and conversion engines. We have the machine, now we need to add fuel.
Think about it. You just spent weeks perfecting the website, taking glorious product photos, finally getting your payment gateways approved. But here is the harsh reality. A beautiful storefront with zero traffic makes exactly zero money. The site is live. Now, where are the buyers? How are you actually going to get them to show up? Well, you've basically got 5 major fuel sources to power your traffic engine. You have SEO, which captures active Google searches, paid ads, which is the fastest way to buy traffic. Though honestly, it's wild. Customer acquisition costs on paid ads have nearly doubled in the last 5 years. Then you have organic social content, Reels and Shorts, which can drive incredible brand awareness. Marketplaces like Amazon can bring in those initial buyers that you hopefully later migrate over to your own brand. And finally, direct communication via email and WhatsApp. Keep this in mind, though. While most brands start really heavy on paid ads, the strongest, most resilient e-commerce businesses eventually rely far less on paid traffic and a lot more on SEO and word of mouth. Getting that traffic, however, is only half the battle. This is the conversion pipeline. You attract the traffic, they browse the store, they move to checkout, and finally, delivery. Your primary goal as the architect of this whole engine is to drive as many people as humanly possible from step 1 all the way down to step 4 at the lowest possible cost per sale. Because every single drop-off between these steps, that's a massive leak in your engine's efficiency. And this brilliantly illustrates how we actually go about plugging those leaks. You have to optimize that conversion engine, use crystal clear product pages with fantastic photography and foolproof size guides, deploy a dead simple checkout process, always offer guest checkout because frankly, nobody wants to create yet another password just to buy a t-shirt. Deploy smart offers and bundles to incentivize larger purchases, and crucially, implement trust signals, prominent reviews, super clear return policies, and secure payment badges. Just a tiny fractional increase in your conversion rate from these tweaks can dramatically boost your net profits, and you won't have to spend a single extra dollar on ads. It's pure leverage.
On to Section 4, Fulfillment and Delivery Flow. Let's look at the mechanical process.
The mechanical flow behind the scenes happens incredibly fast. At exactly 0 minutes, the order is securely received by your platform and your inventory automatically updates. Within 24 hours, the physical item is picked, meticulously packed, and handed right off to a shipping courier. By hour 25, the customer has their tracking link, which keeps their anxiety nice and low. And within 3 to 5 days, the product is finally in their hands. This physical delivery phase is make or break. Why? Because fast, transparent, and reliable fulfillment drastically lowers your customer support costs, and it exponentially increases the chances that the customer will actually trust you enough to come back. Finally, Section 5, turning clicks into cash flow. This is about generating sustainable profit. You know, the absolute strongest e-commerce business models on the planet are built entirely around repeat customers, not just one-time buyers. We measure this through a metric called customer lifetime value, or LTV. So how do we increase it? Through aggressive but genuinely helpful email remarketing with personalized offers, by implementing subscription models for recurring essentials, designing robust loyalty programs that actually reward them for coming back, and above all, providing an unbelievably great customer experience through proactive support and just really high-quality products. It is always cheaper to keep an existing customer than it is to go out and find a new one.
It really all comes down to a fundamental balance. On one side, you have customer lifetime value. That's the total profit you'll ever make from a single customer. On the other side, customer acquisition cost, the total marketing and sales dollars you had to spend to acquire that exact team customer. This comparison right here is the ultimate mathematical reality of the entire e-commerce business model.
So the crucial point is this. LTV must be significantly greater than CAC. When the total profit from a customer's lifetime of purchases greatly exceeds what it cost you to get them to your website in the first place, your engine is working. It means your business is highly scalable, it's financially sound, and honestly, it becomes incredibly attractive to outside investors if you ever decide you want to sell or expand. To summarize our entire blueprint for today, your business model is the system that ties all these numbers together and turns clicks into cash. It is not just about having some trendy new product. It is about relentlessly optimizing your margins, obsessing over your conversion rates, and constantly driving up your average order value and your lifetime value. I want to leave you with this final, somewhat provocative thought. As you look at the online stores you buy from every single day, or hey, maybe the one you are building right now, ask yourself, is your retail engine tuned to simply process a single one-off transaction? Or is it meticulously built to create a highly profitable customer for life? Really think about that the next time you add something to a cart. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer, and keep building.